Love y'all, boys. Love you. Love you. I go to war with every single one of you every game, all right? Love you, 1-7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 It's showtime.
Welcome to Friday Night Lights. I am Tommy. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because I always forget to tell you. And joining me is my main man, Mr. Mikey, also known as the Apex Man. What is up, Mr. Mikey? Oh, wait a minute. Mikey's not here.
Okay.
I have no idea where he is. I'll be honest with you guys. I have no idea where Mikey is tonight. He is missing in action. Couldn't tell you, but hey, the show must go on.
Okay.
What is up, everybody, man? I appreciate y'all hopping on tonight with me, man. Maybe Mikey decides to show up. Maybe he doesn't decide to show up. Who knows?
Okay.
What is going on, guys? Happy Friday to everyone out there. All of Bill's Mafia. He says he's been texting me all day. I haven't gotten one text from Mikey. So I haven't received any text from you, buddy. But that's Mikey in the chat right there. I haven't received anything from you, bud. Not one. So either I'm not getting text or I don't know. But anyways, something's going on because he's in the chat, but he's not on the live stream. So maybe something came up. No, I'm apparently not getting your text because Mikey. No, I'm not getting your text. Clearly I'm not. Or I'm not getting your text. Anyways, anywho, let's start this again. Happy Friday to all of Bill's Mafia. I hope everybody's doing okay out there. I hope everyone's week went well. Training camp first week is in the books. Tomorrow they have an off day and they will resume training camp on Sunday. Mikey, well, there you go. Mikey has no internet. Man, well, you could have. I could send you a link. You do it from your phone, you know. Well, that's up to you. But that sucks. No internet. No internet for Mr. Mikey. So I'm riding solo unless he wants to come, use your phone, and then we can do that. So yeah. Not on tonight. So yeah, man, we're all ready. Listen, the season starts in like 6 weeks, guys. Preseason starts in about 2 weeks, right? Can't wait. And there's some players that have shined this week, guys. Keon Coleman, Curtis Samuel, Ed Oliver, Mac Holland. I mean, man, there's a lot of players that shined this week. There's very few players that didn't do well this week in practice from what I've seen and heard. Which is a positive thing, right? That's what we want to hear out of first week out of camp, right? Nobody's gotten hurt, right? We had the little scare with Chase Claypool early on, but he went right back to camp. He returned to minicamp. He returned to training camp the next day, so he was fine. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Put this AC on. All right. Gotta put that AC on, guys. Man, I'm so used to having Mikey on Friday, man. But it's all good, all good. So yeah, let's get into some of this stuff here. Hope that is that music too loud for y'all. If it's too loud, let me know. I'll turn it down some. So here's some of the day 3. By the way, y'all want to see some Keon Coleman highlights from week 1 of training camp? I will show you those. And I've been putting them out pretty much all week long. I've been doing the but I'll go ahead and play these for you real quick so you guys have it. Beautiful catch, man. That dude has great hands. He can twist his body. He makes some really tough catches. He makes tough catches look easy. And from all reports early on, he is the number 1 right now receiver. That's what they're saying on Twitter. So very interesting stuff here. I wonder if I can get somebody to join me. Let me see if I can get a guest. By the way, if y'all ever want to join a video, a stream with us, me or Mike, or just me or Mike, whatever, let me know. We can send you a link, and you guys can join us live. So yeah, those are the highlights of Keon Coleman this week, man. He made some, like I said, unbelievable catches. Him and Josh seem to be having a connection early on, which is really, really good. By the way, Tua got paid today. I think it makes him, the 4th highest paid player, which, man, when Allen's deal comes up, man, he is going to get paid, man. It's just the way it works, guys. Every year the salary cap goes up, and rookie deals are, come to an end for some of these quarterbacks that are top quarterbacks out there for their team, and they get paid. So kudos to Tua. I would be hesitant on that deal if I was the Dolphins. I said it before. I said it again. The fact that he wanted to retire after a few seasons ago due to all his injuries, his concussions, would have me worried if I'm a Dolphin fan, or if I'm if I'm the GM there. I'd be really concerned. But they're rolling the dice that he can stay healthy and keep providing the numbers that he did last year, because he was healthy last year. He stayed on the field. No concussions, nothing like that. So Tua now, Yep, there's it. Tua now the 3rd highest paid quarterback behind Burrows and Lawrence. That's crazy, right? But that will change in time. Okay, this is how it works. So don't get, don't look too far into that. It's just the way salary cap goes, and every year there's a new guy that's getting paid higher than the next. But yeah, Bills fan 1970. What up? I'm riding solo tonight. My co-host Sazzy's been texting me, but I ain't got no text. But he has no internet, and I am solo tonight. So, guys, man, Mikey normally has like NFL news and all that good stuff. I ain't got no news. Let's just talk training camp. So let's start from the beginning. Well, actually, let's start today. Josh Allen, 3 interceptions in a row. You guys concerned about that? Does that bother you? It doesn't bother me. Okay. But I want to know. You guys tell me in the chat if that concerns you. Is that something that, something to watch out for? Or is it just, hey, getting used to the new receivers? It's just week 1 of training camp, no pads. It's not really, get it out of the way now. For me, listen, the first week of training camp, no pads. Next week, I feel like things are going to start picking up a little bit more. Also, he's trying to get used to all his new targets and new receivers. And by the way, good for the defense. Taking some, getting some interceptions, some takeaways, because the offense was looking really good against them day 2. Day 3, the defense shined. That's how it's going to go. Back and forth during training camp. But iron sharpens iron, right? So it is what it is. Let's see here. Am I getting Madden 25? No, I don't think I'm going to get Madden. I say that every year, and I wind up getting the new Madden. But I don't think I'm going to. I don't play video games like I used to, bro. I haven't even gotten to college football yet, and I was dying to play that because it hasn't been out forever. But it's weird with me, man. I just don't have the patience with video games anymore. And I wind up playing like a few games, you know what I mean? And then the game just sits there and collects dust. I got a brand new Xbox Series X. I barely use it. That shit is so dusty. And the game's $70, bro. Like, it's crazy. $70 just to have a game get dusty. And the thing with sports games is they lose so much value. Like, so much value. You could buy Madden and go to trade it in or sell it like a week later, and you paid $70. That shit's worth like $30 if you're lucky. You know what I mean? It's like money down the drain, man. So yeah, no. Josh making just over 43 average per year. Yeah, but that's going to go up. That'll go up when they go to redo his deal again. I'm not worried about, and I'm sure he's not worried. That's still a lot of money. They'll work his contract out when the time's up. Yeah, I know, man. I just don't have the time for stuff like that. Not even the time. I just don't have the patience. $100 for a game here in Canada. Yeah. So I mean, I know there's some games like the special ones. The packs. You open packs. I don't even get all that. But yeah, $100. That's craziness, man. I would never pay that for a game. So guys, help me out here, man. Chat. What do you guys want to talk about tonight, man? Let's see if I have any of. Let's see here. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me pull up Bill's wire because I like to feed off what they have to say sometimes, and we'll go from there. By the way, Kim Bagula showed up today at camp, and that's a positive thing, right? Like Josh Allen spoke briefly about it, and good to see her out, at the camp. Man, she was in critical condition, right? ICU, like it was bad. It was not looking good for Kim Bagula. So glad to see that. And Josh Allen spoke about it. He was, obviously, happy to see her there talking with the team. So that's awesome to see. One little bit of news not news, but something I saw and I'm reading on Twitter is about Matt Milano. And I'll show you guys real quick on the Matt Milano thing here. Let me pull it up I think it's on Banged Up Bills was talking about it. Let me see if I can find it here. He just doesn't, today he didn't look right with his leg. Let me mute this. Let me, give me a minute, guys. Let me mute that. So let me pull this up real quick for you guys. Cause man, I gotta say, little concerning here, but let's just hope, it's just him trying to get, stretch it out, get used to it. But he was a little ginger on his leg today. Let me see if I could pull that up. See, they're talking about it right here, about Matt Milano. And I know Babbage talked a little bit about Matt Milano as well. Man, where is it, man? 4 hours ago. Let's see if I can pull it up. Hold on, guys. I wanted to show you guys that. Yeah, right here. So Thad Brown was talking about, and the Banged Up Bills also brought it up. So show you guys here a little bit of this. So it just looked to me like he's a little ginger off his leg there. You could tell me, I don't know if it's bothering him or just kind of, because he's doing probably the most physical kind of work with it. Now he's getting used to it. But it's something to definitely keep an eye on. And I don't know, man. If I'm the coaching staff, I would not rush him back. If he's not ready, don't push him in there for week one. Let's not make a Von Miller type of situation over again where we're putting a player out there that's not quite ready. But yeah, I don't know about that. Anytime you have a significant injury like that, guys, it takes a little while, man, to get back, and into the swing of things, and get your leg back mentally and physically right. And I just don't know, what's going on here with his leg. So just something to keep an eye on, guys, for sure. Who else shined in camp? By the way, what do you guys feel about how do you guys feel about Damar Hamlin starting with the ones on day 1 and day 2? And today was Cole Bishop. So it really looks like the safety position right now, they're still trying to figure out. Taylor Rapp's been in there with the ones. So Taylor Rapp is looking like he's going to remain. He's going to be the starter, right? But who's going to be next to Taylor Rapp? Is it going to be Cole Bishop? Is it going to be Damar Hamlin? Edwards, right? We'll see. To me, it's concerning. It is definitely concerning if you're a Bills fan, right? Because, man, Justin Simmons is sitting out there, right? Justin Simmons is sitting out there for the Buffalo Bills to go ahead and grab. And I told you guys 2 weeks ago that I feel like Brandon Beane is going to be monitoring the safety in the corner room during camp, during preseason, and he's going to make his mind up. But I just hope he makes it up quickly before somebody goes ahead and signs Justin Simmons, because he's the best one out there right now. Or he could be hoping that Micah Hyde, comes back. But the Micah Hyde situation right now, who knows, right? I would say more no that he's going to return. Bishop, by the way, did get a sack today, a would-be sack. That was good to see. Scott Blakely coming in. Bishop needs more development. Second-year starter. Yeah, that's mine. Let me get to some of your. I'm sorry if I'm skipping on some of your chats here. So let me. Last great football game was 2K8. Last great football game was 2K5. NFL 2K5. It was unbelievable. Jordan Love, now highest paid quarterback. What are you talking about? Jordan Love got paid? I didn't see that, did he? Man, I did not see that. And he must have just got signed if that's the case. I think the starting safety are already on the team right now. Who do you think the starting safety is? Like Taylor Rapp seems like he's gotten that. Maybe he's got that spot, but who's next to Rapp? Edwards? You think Edwards is going to listen? Edwards was hurt in OTAs, and that's why day 1, Damar Hamlin got the opportunity. Damar Hamlin, they said, looked okay. He actually had an interception, I believe, as well. So, but do you really trust Damar Hamlin as your starting safety? Right? Edwards, I have a feeling it's going to wind up being Rapp and Edwards. And listen, I like Edwards. He's a vet out of KC. Solid player, but do you really want to go with that? Are you guys really confident in that lineup there? And Cole Bishop, we'll see what happens with him. He's a young kid, rookie. I am not sold on the safety room right now, guys. I'm not sold on it. And we'll see. We'll see when the pads come on next week. We'll see when preseason starts, who's making plays for this team. But right now, man, I would say safeties and corners are probably our biggest concern right now. Everyone is talking about wide receivers. I don't think we have a problem at wide receiver at all. But of course that's the fancy, sexy position, right? But I think offensively, the Buffalo Bills will be just fine. I think defensively is where we have some question marks, and it's really a safety and corner. So we'll see. But the good news is Kaiir Elam got a pick today as well. Let me see if I can find some of the takeaways, because there were some takeaways from some of the beat writers that were there. I had read them earlier. This guy, Haley. I don't know if you guys saw this. Let me play this for you guys too. This is pretty cool. Let's play this here real quick for you guys and put the volume up here for you guys.
Oh, my God.
We got a JC out of Charles Haley. Who's one player that really sticks out to you?
Well, let me tell you, that white guy in Buffalo that's a quarterback, Jay, he is my dog, man. That white guy, hey, bro.
That white guy in JA-17.
We got a JC out of Charles Haley.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, I can't believe you picked an offensive player.
Oh,
Charles.
Hey, you watch that brother? Oh, I forgot he white. Hey, you watch that brother, dog? He go down there. Hey, man.
Do you consider him a brother? Because even tell me.
See what Josh does to these guys?
What does he do to these guys?
He runs over and get up like this on him. Woo! But I would have tapped him on the shoulder if I was playing. Say, hey, you ain't gonna ever do that one.
Pretty cool shout out there by Haley on Josh, man. Josh is the real deal, man. He's finally getting some love from outside, people now. People really understanding how good he is, man. How special of a talent Josh Allen is. I'm trying to see if there was some. I gotta find that, guys, because I want to kind of give you the breakdown of today. I gotta find that for you. Because there were some reporters that gave a really, really good breakdown. I know John Brown did. Let me see here. Let's see here. I said John Brown. Chris Brown. John Brown. Uh-oh. Smoke. Oh, my God. Let me see here. Hold on, guys. So, yeah, Tua, as you see, right, 4-year, $212 million contract. I think 164 was guaranteed. Of that deal. So yeah, he got broke off today. And by the way, he sat out. He was at camp, but he didn't participate. So he pretty much put his foot to the ground and said, pay me, right? Or I'm just going to continue to sit out. And yeah, the Dolphins, what were they going to do? At the end of the day, what were they going to do? They had to make the right decision there. And like I said, we'll see in time, right? In time, will it work out? We'll see for him. So I was trying to look to see, man, I cannot. Of course, when I go to look for something, it's not there of people. Let me see. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to pull this up here. So I wanted to pull it up. So here's the top. If you guys want on the top highest paid quarterbacks right now, it is Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Tua, Jared Goff, which is unbelievable, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, Kirk Cousins / Pat Mahomes. So Josh Allen doesn't even make the top 10 of the highest paid quarterbacks right now in the NFL, which is unbelievable. Like, that is crazy, right? Talking about, the second best quarterback in the NFL is not even in the top 10 quarterbacks right now as far as getting paid, right? Like, that's what I'm telling you guys. When his deal comes up, that dude is going to get paid. So here's, by the way, when his deal starts to get close to the end there, banged up Bills on Matt Milano. He's saying the lack of explosion off the right leg attacking the ball like Thad knows Thad Brown. He's probably feeling some soreness, tightness in the knee as he increases his activity. They have off tomorrow. I wouldn't be concerned if he has off Sunday or Monday to break things up. So banged up Bills, he's saying, hey, don't be too concerned about Matt Milano right now. And yeah, I mean, I would just, if I'm the coaching staff, you got to take it a little bit easy on him. So Matty Glab says Taylor Rapp, Christian Benford, Kyer Elam all had interceptions in 3 out of 4 straight plays. It was 3 interceptions in a row. Ed Oliver continues to press the quarterback. Von Miller flashes. So, by the way, Von Miller is having a good camp so far, even though it's early. It's only 1 weekend, right? But it's good to see that Von Miller is starting to look like the Von Miller the first year that we signed him, right, in 2022. So that's good to see, man, because we really need that. So here's some takeaways here. So here we go. So the offense started hot. This is day 3. Offense started hot. They cooled down towards the end of the day. Great day for the defense overall. Defense had a great day. Dorian Williams' stock is rising. I think he played with the ones a few times in day 3. Chase Claypool was terrific on one-on-ones, which is good to know. Elam makes a play, which we all want to see more from Elam. Kincaid is always open. Didn't they say that last year? And he sure as hell was. That's why I was really surprised when we started the season and Ken Dorsey really didn't use Dalton Kincaid early on, right? It wasn't until really Brady took over as OC that you really got to see Kincaid, flash more, be a little bit more involved the offense, have a bigger route tree. So yes, he was always open last year, and I was just really surprised that Dorsey didn't get him involved early on. Cole Bishop earns a starting nod, which we know. He also had a sack. Bobby Babbitt's energy is contagious. Ed Oliver, best player on defensive line today. Ed Oliver's been the best defensive line player the whole week. And Cam Lewis stock rising. So that's your day 3. Training camp news. I mean, there's certain players that are shining already in camp, which I love to see. Jessica, Tommy, do you think Bills will try to extend Josh after the season for another 5? Sooner will make it cheaper. Absolutely. I always said that too. I said it. I said that when the year they signed him, when I was like, yo, just get it over with. Because as you guys know, when you continue to wait, the cap goes up, the contracts go up, get it over with. And honestly, the Dolphins made a mistake. If they would have signed Tua last year, gotten over with, they probably would have saved themselves, who knows, $3 to $5 million, somewhere around that. But they waited too long, and then they kind of had no choice. I don't know. I don't know what they do next year. I know our cap goes up next year because of the digs. So it's possible, but I don't know if they do it next year. They probably do it the year after, but I get where you're going. It would be cheaper to get it done, but I guess we'll see how this season goes and what positions we need to fill in the off season, what kind of money we're looking at. So if that makes any sense, but yeah, I mean, it's always the best thing to do is get it done, get it out of the way. The earlier, the better, before you wind up spending a shit ton of money on Josh Allen when it's, last year. You don't want to play around like that either. Good evening. Hey, Robert, what up, man? How you doing, man? Sorry. Hey, guys, by the way, normally my co-host is with me, Mikey, but he lost internet. So, and he said he was texting me all day. I have not received any text. So, he lost internet, and apparently texting doesn't work either on his phone because I didn't get shit from Mr. Mikey. So I'm here solo tonight. Scott Blakely, now Finn's having an expensive Tua curse. Love it. Yeah. We'll see how that plays out, man. I just I don't know. I'm torn on that, man, because I don't think Tua is a bad quarterback, right? I think Tua is actually a pretty good quarterback. I think he's better than Trevor Lawrence. But my concerns are his health, his injuries, his concussions. He suffers injuries all through high school, college, and the pro level. And he almost retired because of it. I don't know. That's my concerning part. Everything else is fine for me. I think Tua is fine. I don't think he's a top 5 quarterback. But he's definitely top 10. He's definitely close to it. I have to go back and look at the top 5 that I had listed. But I don't, what were they going to do? Like I said, what were they going to do? Let him walk, let him go, and then what? Play that game again where you got to draft a quarterback, right? You never know. It basically be like rebuilding unless you get one through free agency, right? Unless they were to roll the dice and hope that Dallas didn't sign Dak and maybe they get a deal done with Dak, but they're sold on Tua. And I think Tua and McDaniels has a good relationship. And McDaniels set up a perfect offense that fits Tua. He has the perfect weapons for Tua. They just need to protect him better, because my thing is, health. And I think he lost some weight this offseason, which I think is a bad decision. If I'm his coaching staff, if I'm the coach there, I'm telling him, man, I wish you had the same weight coming in to this season as you did last season. Right. But who knows? Who knows? Let's get to some of your comments, man. Scott, like Rod and Digital getting no respect. Yeah, I try to keep it real, man, with everyone, man. I'll give respect where respect's due, man. I didn't think he played bad last year at all. His numbers don't lie. The only thing I would say about Tua is he did fold in big moments last year. And the Dolphins' record against better teams, I think they only had one win against a 500-plus team, which was Dallas. And they almost lost that game. So, yeah. And when things got hot, right? Like the pressure was on Tua, he made some critical mistakes. So he needs to clean that part of his game up as well. Jessica, Tommy, listen in order. Hurts, Prescott, Cousins, or Tua. In order. Okay. That's a great one. Okay. So I think Dak is really good. I don't think he's like better than Allen or anything, but I think he gets far too much heat. I'm not a big Cousins fan. I gotta be honest with you. He's okay. I'm just not totally sold on Kirk Cousins. I think he's a serviceable quarterback. So if I were to go in order there, I'd go Dak, Hurts, Tua, Cousins. That would be the order of that list right there, in order. Jessica, what do you have in that order? So, that's where I'm going. I think Dak's the best one out of that bunch. Hurts is second, and then Tua, and then Cousins. And we'll see what happens with. By the way, we'll see what happens with Hurts this year with the offensive line. Lost some key pieces over there as well. But I like Hurts, and I like Prescott and Tua as well. Cousins, I'm not totally sold on. Let's see here. Daniel, Tua is the best quarterback Miami had since Marino, in my opinion. But he is no Dan Marino. He is too good to let walk and draft a new quarterback. Yeah, absolutely. That's my point. Like, they haven't had a quarterback since Dan Marino. And it's really same with us, right? The Dolphins and the Bills were like, we had the same bad luck with quarterbacks when we lost Jim Kelly and when they lost Dan Marino. We were trying drafting, we were trying free agency, we traded for Rob Johnson. I think, did we trade for Rob Johnson or we signed him? I think we signed Rob Johnson. He played for Jacksonville. He was a free agent. Yeah. Way overpaid. We got Drew Bledsoe. Remember, we got him 1 year. Like, we tried, and it just didn't work. We drafted some bad quarterbacks, EJ Manuel. I mean, the list goes on and on. Then we tried the Tyrod thing, when Tyrod was cool, but once again, and the Dolphins did the same thing. Chad Pennington, they went with guys that were once good but kind of lost a step, and they went down that whole thing as well. And, man, look how long it took for them to find actually a good quarterback. And look how long it took the Buffalo Bills to actually find their franchise quarterback. Forever. You don't want to go down that road again, right? Some teams get lucky. Some teams get real lucky. Look at Green Bay. Green Bay is a perfect example, right? Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers. And we'll see what Jordan Love's going to be like, but he looked pretty good the second half of the season last year. We'll see how he is this year, but it seems like they got a pretty good luck when it comes to quarterbacks. There's some, like I said, some teams just have it lucky like that. The Colts, until Luck got hurt, but going from Manning to Andrew Luck, I mean, we just never had it like that, man. We just bad draft picks, bad free agents. So, yeah, when you got one, you got to keep them, man. Buffalo. Oh, okay. So it was. Okay, so they did. See, it's so long ago, dude, and I hated Rob Johnson. I know he played for Jacksonville. I know we gave him that big deal, the big contract. It was a big contract because they benched Doug Flutie in the playoffs. Everybody knows this, right? It's no, secret out there that our coach at the time, Wade Phillips, was basically forced to bench Flutie for Rob Johnson, even though Flutie, not that Flutie was this amazing quarterback, but Flutie actually energized the team. The offensive players liked him. Like it was, they gelled together. Like it worked. And Rob Johnson just never worked. And it was forced and it was terrible. And of course we lost that game. But yeah, terrible. But I could not stand Rob Johnson. But he's not my most hated quarterback, by the way. Trent Edwards, terrible. Like Trent Edwards is my most hated quarterback probably ever on any team. I can't stand that dude. Oh, Spears asking where. I didn't even see that. I'm so sorry, Spears Bills Talk. Where are you, bud? Where's that? Oh, there it is right there. The Bills will have a top 5 offense. There you are, buddy. I didn't see you ask about Mikey. Oh, here he goes right here. Where's Mikey? Yeah, so Mikey lost internet, I guess. I didn't even know this. He said he texted me. I never got a text. But Mikey can't join me tonight because he has no internet. So it is what it is. The Bills will have a top 5 offense. That is, boy, chat. That I'm glad you brought that up. Chat. What do you feel about that? Would the Buffalo Bills have a top 5 offense? And then we'll even flip it and go, will the Bills have, let's just say, a top 10 defense? Right? Because I don't know about top 5, but we'll go top 10 defense, top 5 offense. What do you guys think? So I'll wait for you guys. I know you're on a little bit of a delay. So Spears Bills Talk, by the way, thank you. Great question. Great question, because now we're going to use it in the chat. I want to know everyone's opinion on this. So let's start with the offense. Will the Buffalo Bills 2024 have a top 5 offense? And I'll be waiting for you guys right there. And I'll look for some other stuff while I'm waiting on you guys reply. So go ahead and put it in the chat now. And let me know what you guys think about the Buffalo Bills offense. Will they have a top 5 offense in 2024? So I'll wait for you guys here. And while I'm looking up some other stuff, maybe I can show you guys some highlights. By the way, I do daily training camp videos with highlights. So if you guys want to check it out, it's every day. Every day the Buffalo Bills have training camp, I'm posting a video probably 2 hours, 3 hours later. And I don't just compile videos and throw it on there. I actually react to the video. I talk you through it. I talk you through what I like, what I didn't like. So definitely check those out. By the way, they're going to make a big deal out of the Josh Allen 3 interceptions today. Just ignore the national media because they're looking for anything to bash Josh Allen. And trust me, this is perfect for them. This will be on Monday, the Monday shows. I promise you. Right? It's going to be on First Take and this show and this. By the way, the one dude, Skip Bayless, got released from Fox Sports, or they're not going to renew his contract. So he is done with Fox Sports. One of the most hated national media guys out there, right? That people are starting to have a lot of, especially athletes, were really beefing with him. He is no longer on Fox. He don't even have a show anymore. So, yeah. 100% we have Josh and Allen and wide receivers are underrated. Okay. So let's see what the rest of the chat says. Chris, I agree. Top 5 offense and top 10 defense. Okay. So right now, Chris, so we got a couple here. Anyone else? Let's see here. Jessica saying top 7 offense and defense. So you have the offense and defense in like a top 7 around that range. Okay. Okay. Spears saying, okay. So here's the deal. Spears Bills Talk. I don't know so much if our wide receivers are underrated, right? I would say that us as Bills fans know what we got and the guys that have been here already, like Khalil Shakir, who, by the way, is the only returning wide receiver on this team from last season, right? Now, I mean, I guess you could say Andy Isabella, but I mean, not really. And then obviously Dalton Kincaid is a hybrid tight end / wide receiver. But I would say, I wouldn't say underrated because we don't really know what we're going to get yet. I guess that's where I'm going with this, right? Like, we know Keon Coleman shined this week, but we don't know quite yet what he will be, because week 1 they're wearing shorts. It's not game time, right? It's not game action, right? They're not in pads yet. They're not hitting each other. Preseason hasn't even started. We don't know the chemistry yet. The real chemistry when it's a live game. What would these players look like, when it's a live game? So I would say it's not underrated. It's just, I would say we don't know yet what we're going to get out of the wide receiver group. Now, with that being said, I like the group. I like that we got bigger. I like that we have speed. I like that we have sure-handed receivers now. And I don't expect us to be top 5 drop percentage this season like we have been over the last 3 seasons. So that's a good sign. So, but underrated, no, I wouldn't say that. Robert, Tommy, I have a feeling the Bills are going to play bully ball with Collins, Coleman in the run game. Coleman is going to really good with Josh. Okay, sorry, because the way you said it. Yes. So from what it seems like is, yes, they are going to be a more physical team in 2024 than they have been prior. I will say this though. The screen game has still looked shitty in practice. From all the reports I've read, it's still not good. That's a problem. Like, why can't we get a screen game going? I don't understand it. We have not been good with screens for years. Like, I don't understand. And you would think we would be this year, right? With all these physical receivers, with a younger offensive line, we just can't seem to get it right. Hopefully they can figure it out. We'll find out. I don't know. As far as the defense goes, I honestly, guys, it all depends on the safeties in the corner room. Because I like the defensive line. I like our edges. I like AJ Epinesa. I think he's gonna take another step. I think Gregory Rousseau finally takes that big step forward. Von Miller, we're getting a healthy Von Miller back in 2024. We should see some production from him. Smoot looks good early on in camp. Ed Oliver is tearing shit up in camp. We got a healthy Daquan Jones. We got depth on that line. It's good to see. I don't know so much about corner and safety. So that is where I'm a little iffy on the top 10 defense. If they get it down right, though, if Kyer Elam takes that step forward this year, is reliable as a third option, right, in the rotation, whatever, depth, and Christian Bedford stays healthy, and he takes another step forward, and Rasul Douglas stays healthy, right, and Taylor Rapp stays healthy because he was injured a lot last year, and he can handle being a full-time starter, and Edwards comes in, he can stay, then I'm confident we could be definitely a top 7 defense. But right now, I would say the defense is the shaky part. Amy, better to be underrated and stomp those heinies all year long. 18 Super Bowl champions. Yeah. Yep. Let's see if I'm sorry if I'm missing anything else. Spears says, I'm going to the stadium next Friday. Oh, okay, cool, man. You're going to the practice? Okay. Good for you, brother. Have fun, man. Let's see here. The truck reviewer. I don't care as long as we win big games this year. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if you're thinking about it, last year, we were in every single fucking game. Every game. Like, what did we lose by? Like a combined 8 points and all of our losses? Like, it's not like we got blown out the water last year. Like, even though we were playing some bad football offensively, we were in every single game last year. Every single game came down to the wire, the ones we lost. Every single one of them. Or we were right in it. I would say the ugliest loss, really, I would say the Jaguars loss in London. That was the only game, really, even though it was kind of close, like, it wasn't really, right? Like, a lot of bad shit happened over there, and I kind of blame that on McDermott for getting there late. The NFL kind of fucked us, too, by having the Jacksonville Jaguars already there 2 weeks. Like, that was all BS, right? Thank God, by the way, we don't have to travel this year, right? We have no international games. Thank God. Like, I'm so done with that. I can't stand those international games. Like, but it's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. They're going to continue. The NFL is going to continue to do the international game thing. And I have a feeling, and I talked about this last week. You all know about the Hard Knocks, obviously. You got to be living under a rock if you don't know Hard Knocks. Been around forever. And I know they select teams every year that, they pick a team and all that crap. And now, if you notice, they're doing like multiple teams. They're doing, the off season with this team. They're doing the, then they're going to go and do the training camp with this team. And then they do the in-season one, right? I think they got 2 or 3. I could be wrong on that. For sure, 2 different Hard Knocks. I promise you, because the NFL is so greedy, that they are going to force every team to do a Hard Knocks in time. I'm not saying right away, but I could definitely see every team is going to have to participate in Hard Knocks. So get ready. Get ready. Don't even be shocked if it's in 2026 when we get the new stadium, because the NFL loves doing shit like that. And listen, I won't hate it. Like, of course I'll watch. It's the Buffalo Bills. Like, any Buffalo Bills content I can get, I'll watch. But, I mean, I don't know if the players and coaches always like that. You know what I mean? And I know, especially like Sean McDermott wouldn't like it, but I think he'd have he wouldn't have a choice, right? And neither would Brandon Beane. That's just the way it works. Money. All right, let's get some of your. So the Steelers are correct. So they're doing a joint practice. Hey, man, listen, take some videos and pictures while you're there, buddy. Have some fun, man. Maybe get some autographs. Happy for you, brother. Happy for you, man. Yeah, Tomlin is a great coach, dude. Like, Tomlin's one of my favorite head coaches. Love that guy. Super Bowl winning head coach, Hall of Fame head coach. Pretty much has a winning record almost every year, right? Even when the teams aren't very good, the rosters, he finds a way to make them a winning football team. So kudos to Tomlin for that. So guys, man, I wish I had more, and I usually do. Obviously, I wasn't prepared to be solo tonight. I really wasn't. I thought Mikey would be on with me tonight, but listen, what can you do, right? You got no internet. So let's get to some of you. If you guys have anything else you want to bring up, talk to me about, let's do it, man. Other than that, I just don't want to be, sitting here dead air for you guys. So Josh Allen is too good for me. Come on, man. Josh Allen's the man. You probably, you never know, man. You get an autograph. You good, Tommy. Hey, anytime, brother. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all coming in, joining me on this Friday night. And like I said, man, I'm going to be pushing content out almost daily for you guys. So just check it out. Obviously hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. But most of you guys in the chat are already subscribed, already know the deal. Let's see here. Amy, Tyreek Hill got smoked by a female flag football player. He seems like he's been getting smoked all year. There's been videos of him getting like smoked by kids, and now a female flag football player. Oh man, listen, but I ain't gonna talk no chat. I'm not a chat. It's funny, but we all know that dude is a really good, extremely fast football player. So, and he is a problem. He is a problem. Though I feel like the Buffalo Bills have defended him pretty well since he's been a Miami Dolphin. But yeah, I would say, look, man, go as well. Going into the season, guys, I still feel like we are the team to beat in the East. I still feel like the Miami Dolphins are chasing us. And I feel like we have, believe it or not, the better coach right now. Now, will Mike McDaniels eventually go past? Who knows? Will he eventually be a better coach than McDermott? Maybe. But right now, even though I'm not huge fan of McDermott, I got to give him his props, right? Got us to the playoffs ever since he's been here, except for 1 year, right? We're what, 6 out of 7 years, right? Won the AFC East 4 straight times. When things things are going really bad in the regular season and off season, he somehow finds a way to pull the troops together, and he always finds a way to win the East and get us into the playoffs. So I don't know if McDaniels has proven that yet. It seems like when things go bad, like especially towards the tail end of the season, since he's been the coach there, they tend to lose some games and find themselves fighting for a playoff spot. In Buffalo, McDermott seems to always find a way, and we wind up trending in the right direction going into the playoffs. It's just that's how I see right now. Will McDaniels change in the future? Who knows? Will he be? We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's see here. Scott, we will be 17-0 regular season, 6 games higher than 2. Listen, I hope so, man. I really do. We have a really, really, really tough schedule. Really tough schedule ahead of us. 1 game at a time. 1 game at a time. And it starts with week 1, right? And we're almost there. We're like 6 weeks away. But right now, we need to figure out who's going where on the depth chart, right? That's what this is all about. Like, obviously, we know certain players, right? And we know Josh is a starting quarterback. We know Shakir is a starter. Like, we know certain guys, but we don't know yet with safety, right? I guess we know with corner. Safety's a question mark. By the way, Ray Davis has looked good in camp too this week. So we'll see. We shall see. But there is some battles going on in camp. By the way, you want to know something crazy too? Justin Shorter, and I know I don't think he'll make the team, but Justin Shorter has looked good in camp. But once again, let's slow our roll a little bit. It's week 1, no pads. Let's see how this thing plays out next week, and then over the next 2 or 3 weeks. Then we will find out who is the real deal, right? Or not, right? We will find out soon. So let me see here. We're ending. Yeah, Beth. What up? What up, Beth? Yeah, no Mikey tonight. Mikey had no internet. So yeah, and I've been on here for like an hour with pretty much nothing, because I usually have Mikey to kind of bounce things off. And today was supposed to be me and Mikey just talking about all week 1. I wanted to hear his thoughts about DeMar Hamlin. Like, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that before I go. So DeMar Hamlin, what's your guys' thoughts and opinion on DeMar Hamlin? Do you guys honestly think DeMar Hamlin makes this team? Do you think he is an opportunity to be a starting safety for this team? Or do you think that McDermott was kind of just doing him a solid because, Edwards was hurt in OTAs and DeMar was starting? He had a little bit, I just kind of feel like it was more just, I don't know. I just don't. I'm so torn on DeMar Hamlin, man. I am so torn on him, guys, because I like the dude. I liked him coming out of college from Pitt. I just don't think he's a starter. right? I think he's a good depth piece. But if we go and let's say Bishop's the real deal. Right now you got Bishop, you got Rapp, you got Edwards. They say Cam Lewis has been playing good. And, Cam Lewis also plays safety. Can only hold so many, right? And let's just say, hypothetically, they do sign Justin Simmons. Someone's going to be left out. That's why I had DeMar Hamlin on the bubble. I really did. I didn't see him making the team. But look, if the guy's putting the work in and he's grinding and he's making plays out there, kudos. Good for that kid, man. And I hope he makes a team. I didn't see it happening early on, and maybe I changed my mind. We'll see what happens next week when shit gets real. Scott Hamlin, third safety, makes a team, but won't start. We'll see. And I'll tell you what, he did good in special teams last year. He was pretty good in special teams, so it's very possible he makes a team because of special teams as well. So just throwing that out there. We'll see, though. We shall see. I think he has potential, but I don't know that I hear Hamlin calling. Yeah, that's the one thing. I'm torn with him. I really am, because he's a good kid, and I want to see. I want it to work out for him, but you can only hold 53, right? That's the problem. So, but once again, let's find out when camp starts to really cook up next week. You're also going to see injuries, right? Unfortunately, let's hope not. Knock on wood. But injuries happen, right, during camp. It sucks, but it's part of the NFL. Then you got preseason. We're going to probably get an injury here and there. Who knows? A guy banged up. And it could be something small. But that's why you got depth, right? That's why you got these guys competing. So we'll find out. Let's see some of your comments here. Daniel, Hamlin has been on the team now going into his fourth year. He definitely has an opportunity to win a starting position, or at least a roster spot. It is his best chance to earn a starting role. I don't think he gets the starting role, man. I think they're going to go with Edwards. I do. I think Bishop is their future. I think they really like Bishop. But I don't see it happening. I think they want veteran leadership back there. And they're probably going to go with Rapp, who's been a safety, right? He's been a little bit longer. He's been a starter. And then Edwards, obviously, Super Bowl champion, been a starter. He's a ball hawk as well, a veteran. Like, they probably want that back there, like they had with Hyde and Poyer, the veterans back there. And who knows, by the way, with Hyde. I mean, Hyde is still floating out there. He could very well come back if, like, an injury happens, or maybe they just don't trust what they got. And Bean calls Hyde, and Hyde says, yeah, like, I could do it. We'll see. I would say the best route, though, if it was me, would be to call Justin Simmons' agent and see if he could work out at least like a 1 or 2 year deal. Then we would be set, man. We would be so set at safety going into the 2024 season. But I think Brandon Bean is holding off. He doesn't want to spend the money if he doesn't have to. Right? So that's where we're at right now. Number 23 is not claimed. Yeah. Bishop, I think, will do well here. If you can cover and block Kincaid, then you'll be fine. Yeah. But it's so early right now with him. As a rookie, I don't think there's no need to, like, push him as a starter right away. You know what I mean? They're probably going to just get him prepared to be the, starting safety maybe next season. That's how I see it. I could be wrong, though. I could totally be wrong. If he earns it, he earns it, right? I don't care who you are. You earn it, you earn it. So, yeah. So, who else do we talk about on here? Curtis Samuel. Let's talk Curtis Samuel real quick. Curtis Samuel has had an excellent camp so far, week 1. Excellent camp. They're lining him up as running back. They're lining him up in the screen game, receiver. He is motioning. He is all over. And by the way, Brady has everybody in different positions at the receiver group. So Coleman is in the slot. Sometimes Shakir's in the slot, right? They're mixing it up all over. I love it. So it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know if we're going to have a specific guy always in a certain spot all the time. It seems like he's preparing everybody to play all different positions, all different slots. So I like that. I do. Because you have Chase Claypool in a slot. One game, you can mix it up. If they're all comfortable and they all can do it, go for it. Like, I love it. But Curtis Samuel, man, y'all, I'm telling you, man, like, he is underrated. So Spears Bills talking about wide receivers are underrated. I would say out of everyone on the team, I would say Curtis Samuel is a very underrated signing. That dude is a Swiss Army knife. He can do everything. He is fast. He has good hands. Like, you can line him up anywhere, and he's going to make a play. Like, that's the kind of player he is. He just hasn't had a good quarterback since he's been in the NFL. And now he has a reliable quarterback in Josh Allen and a good offensive coordinator in Joe Brady that's going to actually use him the correct way, a reliable quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Like, I can't wait to see what Curtis Samuel does for this team, because I have a feeling he's going to play a big part of this offense. And then, of course, the report coming out that right now, supposedly, Keon Coleman is the number one on the depth chart. Would be number one going into the season as of now. Once again, early. But that is a little surprising. I thought Khalil Shakir would be the number one going into the season. But if Coleman, let me tell you, if Coleman and Allen are already having that connection, and I go back to Allen and Diggs in 2020, because it doesn't always happen like that. And Allen and Diggs had a connection right away. And that's why 2020 was so special between them. Because I don't think anyone really thought that would happen right away. Because sometimes, man, you got to get used to that guy, right? Josh Allen has to get used to Diggs. Diggs has to get you quarterback receiver relationship, be on the same page. And they were from instant. And I have a feeling that's what's going on right now with Keon Coleman and Josh Allen. Like, they're having that connection early on in camp. That's a really good sign, guys. Really good sign. Because Keon Coleman, man, is the real deal. I did a video on him. I told you guys that the Bills were going to draft him. They did. That dude, man, listen, he's not the fastest guy in the world, but he has speed. He's physical, great hands. The way he could twist his body and make hard catches look easy is amazing. That toe drag that he did, and I think it was day 2, and he was getting held. The referee called him out of bounds, by the way, but later on, they zoomed in, and he sure as hell got in. Both feet were in, and he got pass interference. He's legit. I'm going to tell y'all right now, he's legit. He's just going to have to polish some stuff up. But I'm telling you right now, man, teams are going to have a problem with him because of his size, how physical he is, his hands. And if him and Josh are on this connection, man, watch the fuck out. Watch the fuck out. Like serious talk. And I normally, I don't want to hype up, be just like everyone else and just, our number one pick is going to be the best ever. Like, I'm just going by with what I've seen early on and dating back to OTAs and now the first week in camp. He looks legit. And the connection already is there. So I'm excited for that as well. And then obviously Dalton Kincaid going to year 2. You already see that connection. By the way, that connection is there as well between Josh and Dalton. Like, that is a true connection. They're on the same page. And I believe Dalton Kincaid's going to have a monster year. I really do. And I think Curtis Samuel's going to have a really good season too. So, yes, I believe in this offense. I do. I'm very curious who does make the team as far as how many receivers we keep. I didn't hear much about, by the way, Hamler. KJ Hamler. Didn't hear much about him. I know that they were doing drills for punt returning. Was Hamler, Isabella, and who's the other one that was doing the return duty? Hardy. Hardy is the rookie who has like 4-3 guy. And then obviously you guys know Andy Isabella, right? So I don't think Isabella gets it. I don't. But Hamler could get that job, or Hardy. It's going to be a toss up there, but you got to have, you definitely with the new rules, you want a speedster back there returning kicks and punts. You especially kickoffs. I'm kind of going for Hardy. I'm not Hardy. Hamler. So we'll see. But I don't think Isabella makes. I think Isabella goes back on the practice squad or gets waived. Scott, best offense collectively. Josh Allen has had 20-0. I love it, man. I love Scott's confidence, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. By the way, I always think we're gonna go undefeated, right? Like that's what a fan's being all about, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And we got a good team. And as long as you got Josh Allen, like, look, we didn't have Josh Allen, right? We had Trent Edwards. And you said that, I tell you, you're delusional, right? But yes, as long as we have J17 back there, 100% we'll be in every single game. I don't care who we lose. I don't care who we're going against. Like, you're not going to bully the Buffalo Bills around. This isn't the 2000, early 2000 Buffalo Bills, right? This is a dangerous team. So, yeah, that. I expect another good season from this team. So, anyways, guys, been on here an hour, man. I'm sorry I didn't bring you more, but once again, not Mikey's fault. Lost internet. It is what it is. But we'll be back next Friday. Wednesday, by the way, Mafia Talk will be back. They're going to be going over all the training camp stuff as well. So if you guys want to hear, obviously, somebody else's, thoughts about training camp other than mine, right? Y'all probably like, yo, Tommy, dude, we are so sick of fucking listening to you. Can you get somebody on the damn channel other than yourself? I try, folks. I try. But Wednesday will be Jay and Big Cuz, totally different than me. And then I'll be back Sunday doing a video, this Sunday doing the training camp video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, man. And once again, I'm sorry that Mikey wasn't here tonight. It is what it is. Shit happens. So anyways, guys, I am out of here. Y'all have yourself a wonderful night. Bills Mafia, I love you. And as always, go Bills. Peace.
And look at it go. He could go all the way. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. The Bills make me wanna kick your heels up and throw your hands up.